Welcome to this tutorial video. I'm going to teach you how to add VTU services in your Cpanel, right? So we'll log into our Cpanel. This is my Cpanel login page. I'll just log into my Cpanel now. As you can see, it's logging in as we're already in our Cpanel. So when you log into your Cpanel, you locate where your Phpmyadmin. You can search through these options here. You can scroll down to this place where it says database. Then you see this Phpmyadmin here. Then you click on this Phpmyadmin. If you don't want to stress yourself scrolling down like this, you can just type here and search whatever thing you want to search. But I think it's much more better scrolling down to the exact one that I want to instead of searching, because sometimes you might search and go to another place, get Phpmyadmin. Use it here, but I prefer going through like this. Okay, going through this process, and then you click on this Phpmyadmin. When you click on Phpmyadmin, it's now loading. When this your Phpmyadmin, you have to be very careful with the data here, because this is where the database of your app, of your VTU platform is. You have to be very careful with it. When I mean careful, especially when you are not a developer, you have to be very careful with what you do here, especially with the database, like all these databases that are here, all of them. So this is the one that we actually created. Like, this is the name of our database here. You open it. When you open it, you open this one now, the one. That's why I said you have to be very careful if you are not a developer. But if you are a developer, you understand this stuff here. So you go to this IC pay point. This second one, this one that has API at the end, because that's where all our services are. So you click on it. When you click on it, you will now start loading. As you can see, it's loading now. These are all our services. These are all our services here. So you locate this one now that has data settings. You click on it. When you click on it, you will now open list of services that you have here. These are the services that I've already added. You get all of them are numbered accordingly. This first column here that has number, this one that has ID, this first column is the serial number of the services that you have added. As you can see here, this one now ranged from 1 to 23 and is accordingly. Whereas this one now, this plan ID, if you watch closely, you see that one immediately got to this number 6, it started changing. Why? Because this number is the plan ID from the API, from where you're getting your services from. It might not be arranged. It might not be arranged accordingly. You just have to enter it the way it is. You get? I'm just trying to explain this so that you understand all this stuff here. So this network name is where you enter your network name, or maybe your service name or whatever. Don't worry, I will explain other ones. I will explain other services for you to understand. You get? So this one now is the network type. This one now is the network type. You can maybe enter SME, corporate, gifting, and the rest of them. So this one now is the cost, the buying price. You get? So this price here is the cost price, the one that you got it from your service provider, where you are getting your service from. This is what I'm talking about here. I'm getting my services from this entry data here, as you can see. So if you check this stuff here, this one now is MTN SME, which is 500 MTN 500 gig, 128 naira. This is it here. So now I came to this place here. I made it to be 200 naira as the selling price. This is how much you are getting, this is how much you are selling. Then this is the duration. Then this is the image. Let's assume you want to add MTN service. Let me copy it so that, because I will be adding one service for us to try and see how to do it. So let me copy this link and keep for the meantime. Then so this is just for this is just to explain all the stuff. So to to actually do what we have done now, click on this insert here. When you click on this insert, it will take you to a page where you continue adding your services. And mind you, you have to make sure that your serial number is in order. You have to make sure your serial number is in order, because we didn't take a look at the serial number. So let's go back. Let's go back and get the serial number. This is the last serial number, which is 21. And for this MTN, where we stopped was at MTN 10 gig. And mind you, you cannot duplicate, you cannot any plan ID that you have done here, and also serial number that you have done here, you cannot do it, you cannot use it for the next service that you want to add. Everything needs to have its own unique plan ID and serial number. So because we stopped at MTN from here before we started Airtel here, we have to come to this last place here, which is 9 mobile. So let's start so that you see. I just want to explain to you and also to get where we stopped at before I start recording. So this is it here. What I'll do now is to, since we stopped at 21, we'll now start from 22. You get? So your network service should be empty, and I'm just using this for the sake of this tutorial. I'm just trying to show you how to, add the service so that you can continue. Just add your network name, which is MTN. Then you come to this plan ID. To get this plan ID, you go to your service provider. Go to your service provider. This is NT data. You come to this place where they have pricing. Click on this pricing here. When you click on this pricing, it will take you to this page. These are the options here. Just scroll down to, these are the options here. You scroll down to this pricing and click on it. When you click on it, it will take you to this part here where you see all the services and their prices and also their ID. So we stopped at MTN 10 gig in this place here where we were adding. Let me duplicate this now so that you can see what I'm talking about. Let me duplicate it, then go back to our services. This is where we are working from, but I just want to show you something. It should be MTN. It should be okay. So let's go to data settings. Okay, this is it here. We stopped at 21 and MTN here. We stopped at 10 gig. So now when we are, let's just add any other one apart from this MTN 10 gig. So you come to your service provider here, get the details here. Let's do the service MTN. So as you can see here, this one is just 5 row. We increase the row. It depends on the settings of your service provider. This is where we stopped at MTN SME, which is 10 gig. We'll locate another one. I'm just trying to add an MTN. You can add any one of your choice, but make sure you follow the details correctly. This is the plan ID. So let me add MTN corporate gifting. Let me just add MTN corporate gifting. Let me just add something like this. 3 gig MTN corporate gig, 3 gig. As you can see here, the plan ID is 53. We'll go back to this place here where we stopped here. Add the plan ID to be 53. Add the 53. This is the plan name. When adding, according to the settings of entry data, you have to make it to be corporate. Just put it corporate instead of let's yourself to be writing corporate gifting. When you also have gifting, you just confuse your people that are using it. So after that, you come to this place here and write. Oh, sorry. There's a mistake. This is where you write. This place that says this plan ID is where you write the. Plan. This lets 3 gig here. Then this place that says plan type is where you indicate if it's SME or corporate or gifting. Let's put it to be corporate because it's corporate that we're adding. Corporate. Okay, so here this is where you add. This is your cost price, the amount that you're getting it from this pay point here, on this people here. This is the price here. This is the price. So let's go back. This here we saw the price, which is, let me show you, let me bring it again so that you can see it clearly. This is the price for 3 gig here. This is the price for 3 gig, 780. Let's come back here. You have to be very careful when putting this so that you don't make mistake. Put your price here, 780. Then you as a user, you know how much you want your people like you want people to buy from you. You just have to maybe put something like 7. You can just put it something like 800 or 820 or 810, depending on you are the one that knows how much you want to give. Then duration should be 1 month. Duration should be 1 month. You just have to check here to be sure of the duration. Like this 3 gig here, 3 gig is 1 month. So why you have to be sure is because there are some of them that are 7 days, not actually 1 month. Let me show you the one that is 7 days. This one that is 7 days. So you have to be very sure of the one you're adding so that you're not confused, because you might add 1 month and they will see 7 days in their estimates. They will think that maybe you are not honest with them. They will not go back and buy from you again. So this image here is where you add image, and remember we copied an image link before, but if you don't have it, if at this moment if at this point is not in your clipboard again, you can just come back to this place here, come to airtel setting, because it has all the images. You copy the image for MTN here, copy it, come back to this place where you're adding a service, then paste it. After adding all this thing, now just click on go. It will load. As you can see, it's loading now. We have successfully added this service. Now let's go back and check what we just added. Remember we stopped at 20. The serial number was 21, so we'll see another serial number that is 22. That shows that what we did actually worked. This is it here. This is 22, and this is the one that we added. This is it. So that's just how to add for data services. In the next video, which I will drop the link, I will drop the link in the description to show you how to add cable subscription. If you are new to this YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the bell notification icon so that whenever I post a new video, you'll be the first to get notified about it. And don't forget to drop your comments. If there's anywhere you don't understand, drop your comments. We are always here to help you sort out any issue that you'll be having while adding your VTU services through the cPanel.